Today we are going to be reading If I Was the Sunshine by Julie Fogliano and Lauren Long. And I have permission from the publishers Simon & Schuster to read this book to you. If I was the sunshine and you were the day, I'd call you hello. And you'd call me stay. If you were the winter and I was the spring, I'd call you whisper. And you'd call me sing. If I was a flower and you were a nose, I'd call you sniff. See the nose? And you'd call me rose. Come to seated. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. With your eyes closed, imagine a bright, hot sun rising in front of you, out over the horizon. Imagine it shining down on you and warming your skin. And then slowly open your eyes and reach your arms up overhead like the sun rising up above you. Bring your hands together and slowly bring them back to center. And bring your hands up again. And then when you come down, wiggle your fingers like snow falling in the winter. Then rise your arms up, breathe in like the sun rising in the spring. Then exhale, create snow and slowly snow down to the ground as you breathe out. One more, breathe in. This time, create a big sun overhead. And then I want you to imagine that it's a flower. So sunshine and spring bring flowers, right? Flowers need warmth and sunshine. So imagine that you're a big, bright, it could be sunflower, bright yellow, or whatever color you want your flower to be. And I want you to take your flower over to the right, swaying in the breeze. And over to the left. And then go all the way down. Take a deep breath in like you're smelling the sweet, sweet scent of a flower. And breathe out like you're the wind, softly blowing a gentle breeze. One more, smell in the sweet scent of your flower, and then exhale, creating a gentle breeze. If you were a bird and I was a tree, you'd call me home, and I'd call you free. If I was an apple and you were a worm, you'd call me lunch. And I'd call you squirm. If you were a mountain and I was the sky, I'd call you almost. And you'd call me high. Standing, we are going to do balancing poses. So we're going to start off with tree pose. So what I want you to do is bring your foot to the inside of your thigh. Bring your hands to the middle and find one spot out in front of you to focus on, just like we did in our class last week. And bring your branches out long. And from here, see if you can stay standing on that one leg, but see if you can bring your other leg up into your knee. Or sorry, bring your knee up into your hand. And then slowly open your leg. Come back to center. And then reach your leg straight out behind you like an airplane or a bird flying free. Find your balance and then soar through the sky. And slowly switch sides. Bring your other leg up for tree pose. Find your balance and then bring your knee to your hand. Open up, kind of like you're creating a branch off of your tree. And if you're wobbly and you fall out, just slowly come back. This is not an easy set of poses. And come back to center. And bring your foot slowly out behind you. Bring your arms out wide and sway back and forth, like that woodpecker in the book, flying free across the sky. If you fall, again, just find one spot out in front of you and slowly lift your foot back up off the ground. Come back to center. Now come into mountain pose. So you're going to take your feet, just bring them a little bit apart, not too wide. And then take your hands out beside you. This is called mountain pose. And so what I want you to do is make sure that your feet are pressed really firmly into the ground and spread your fingertips out wide, creating a really strong foundation. And then as you breathe in, bring your hands up overhead for extended mountain pose. Look up at the sky, breathe in, and then exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, reach up, mountain pose, look up towards the sky. See if you can do sort of a back bend, and then exhale, fold forward. One more time, breathe in, and fold all the way down to your mat. Coming all the way back to sitting. If I was the ocean and you were a boat, you'd call me wild. And I'd call you float. If you've done yoga with me before, you probably know what pose we're gonna do when we see a boat in the ocean. We're gonna do boat pose. So you're gonna come to sitting on your bottom. You're gonna lift your feet up. Keep your back, so if your back is all rounded like an old lady or an old man, you're gonna pull your shoulder blades together and see if you can create a really straight back. And if you need to bring your feet to the ground to do that, that's perfectly fine. And then lean back, keep your back straight, lean back. See if you can bring those feet up off the ground a little bit. Reach your arms out long. If this is super easy for you, you can even try to straighten your legs. Keep that back straight. Or you can grab behind your legs. That's one of my favorite forms of this pose. Now from here, bring your hands over to the right and then the left, kind of like you're rowing a boat. Right, left, right, left. And then grab your knees and we're gonna rock back and forth like waves in the ocean, crashing around you. If you were the thunder and I was a cloud, you'd call me softly, and I'd call you loud. If I was the silence and you were a sound, I'd call you missing, and you'd call me found. If you were a firefly and I was the dark, you'd call me everywhere, and I'd call you spark. If I was the morning and you were the night, you'd call me tomorrow. I'd call you sleep tight. Come back to seated. Close your eyes. And with your hands, I want you to create loud, thunderous sounds. So you can hit your knees, or you can go boom, boom. You can clap your hands, make a lot of loud noise, and then come to stillness and silence. Bring your feet together. You can open your eyes if you want. Flap your wings like a firefly floating through the night. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, imagining lights surrounding you, just like a firefly, spreading your light out into the darkness. And keep your feet together, and you're gonna come to lying on your back in reclined butterfly pose. So feet stay together, like all the way back. Close your eyes. Just breathe. With your eyes closed, I want you to imagine a warm summer night. We've had a lot of cold days lately, and it just brings me so much joy to think about the spring being here very soon, and then the summer we get to go outside and catch fireflies. And imagine going outside and seeing all these fireflies flying around you, lighting up the night sky. How beautiful that is. And then slowly roll over onto one side. Curl up in a little ball, like you're taking a nice long winter's nap. And slowly push yourself up to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. And we will bow forward and say Namaste. And that just means that we are all connected and we are all equal. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday.